We are in the second half of the football season, which unfortunately means it is winding down. Postseason play is almost here. Sooner rather than later, we're going to say goodbye to the stars of the SWAC that are currently here, who we were used to seeing for the past 3 years. They're going to graduate. They're going to move on with life. Some are going to start their careers. Others, very few, are going to get a chance to play pro football. When it comes to Xavier Smith, he deserves to get drafted. Xavier Smith has done enough to get drafted. And let's think back a minute. What put Xavier Smith on the NFL map in the first place? His 2019 campaign, where he put up 77 receptions, 1,159 yards, averaged 15.1 yards a catch, and he scored 11 touchdowns. Not to mention providing on kick return and punt return as well. That season is what put him on the map, and is what got NFL scouts to come to Bragg to look specifically at him. Now, of course, his teammates Isaiah Land and other talent on that roster as well, they came to see. But Xavier Smith, you can bet, was on every one of those teams' list. I have been watching this man all season. I've been a big fan of him since I found out about him. I love the way he plays. I love the way he's playing this year. He's exciting to watch. Now, last year, during the 2021 season, his numbers dipped a little bit. Still very exceptional, but it dipped. 64 catches, 713 yards, averaged 11 yards per catch still, but only got in the end zone 3 times. Now, looking at these stats from a glance, you would think that's still a pretty good, that's a pretty good stat line for a season. But with NFL scouts, when you're judging talent and you're scouting talent at this level, there's a little bit of bias, unfortunately. So they want to see a certain amount of consistency from you. Xavier Smith came back this season and is doing just that. He still has a few games to go. Last week, we saw him absolutely torch Southern for 6 receptions, 100 yards, a touchdown, and averaged 16.7 yards with those 6 catches. This season, he is currently on track to exceed those stats that he put up in 2019 that got the NFL scouts looking his way in the first place. Right now, he's at 69 catches, 803 yards, 11.6 yards a catch, and 9 touchdowns. He's on pace to surpass that stat line from 2019. When you watch this man during the game, you would look at him and you would think to yourself, he's going to take the top off your defense. He's a deep threat guy. He stretches the field. And he does do that. But that's not where he's most dangerous at. He's most dangerous in the red zone. I've never seen anything like him. The speed that he has, the ability to cut on a dime, the quickness, the sure hands, it makes for an explosive receiver. I can't tell you where he deserves to go, but he deserves to hear his name called. Xavier Smith deserves to hear his name called. I would even go as far to say he deserves an NFL Combine invite, and I hope he gets it. Senior Bowl as well. He deserves that. He's been as consistent as you can ask. He's been as productive as you can ask. And I'm sure Willie Simmons would agree with that. Any FAMU fan would agree with that. Even if you're not a FAMU fan, you can't discount what this kid has done throughout 4 years of college football. Really and truly, when I watch him play, he reminds me of a 2.0 version of Rondale Moore from Purdue. Like, I look at him as a better version. I wish nothing but the best for Xavier Smith. Nothing but the best, man. I want to see this man prevail. But you guys let me know what you think down below in the comments section. I'm your host, Kobe Orr. You are watching the BlitzCity Podcast, and I'm out. Peace.